Hi, I'm Brina.
And I'm Dee Dee.
And we're Mighty Moms, to Owen and Tad, who are both on the autism spectrum.
We're going to share real, honest content and experiences
about what it's like to be a mom of a kiddo on the autism spectrum.
Between the two of us, there is nothing we haven't experienced.
We don't hold back, and neither should you.
Here we go.
Welcome to Mighty Moms podcast. Today we have a guest with us that we're so excited about. I think we've been talking it up for a while now. And that is Chip Paul.
Thank you guys.
Chip Talk Health.
Thank you guys for having me. I'm very excited to do.
We're so excited to have you. And gosh, we talk about bioresonance scans and parasites on a daily. It's so funny, Chip, because since I met you and Cindy, everybody in my life jokes about how Brina's answer for everything. Well, you had a
That must be the word.
I believe that you could benefit from a parasite cleanse.
Absolutely.
So Chip is going
Go
to
ahead.
be on a speaker at our Mighty Moms Autism Conference. And he's going to talk about that. And we wanted to talk to you today about what you posted recently on the autism research that you found. Can you give us a little bit information on that?
Yeah, so that's really what I do on a day-to-day basis is research. I read a lot of papers. I look at now, thank goodness, we've got tools like Chat GPT or, AI, let's say, that make research a lot easier. Autism is so complicated and multifaceted, meaning it involves everything: nerves, the immune system, the gut biome. But in my study, I'm humbly said top 5 in the world on the theory of the endocannabinoid system. So I understand, let's say, the system very well. Why does that matter with autism? What's looking like the endocannabinoid system is our master regulatory system. This system sits and functions above nerves, the immune system, the gut biome, and really controls all those things, which is really cool. And when you look at autism, what's common in autism? All autistic people have a pretty messed up biome. All autistic people have neurocognitive challenges. And all autistic people have lower circulating endocannabinoids. All autistic people have lower circulating endocannabinoids. So it's a good place to start.
Right.
If we look at some diseases, let's say, ulcers, all right? So ulcers are 1000% tied to a bacteria called H. pylori. Well, if we kill that bacteria, guess
I
what?
didn't know that.
Right? So we've got a TrueMedx product called Gut Restore.
I ordered mine, or actually it's in my cart.
But
I haven't ordered Gut Restore, and we can talk about this at the conference, but I've been having some issues, which is insane because I've never cleansed like I have over the last year. Medical professionals look at me sideways, so I don't even say it. But I feel like it's because I've been working on removing years and years of things that have been in my gut.
that's exactly what's
and
happening.
affecting me.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And that was just going off of me listening to my body,
Yeah.
not anything I have researched.
But
But I truly feel like, and I'll just say it, it's fun. I have a colonoscopy this Friday. I had some pretty severe, wild, crazy things that happened that were very scary that I still don't have answers for. But it's so weird because I literally felt the day that it passed. Literally. And in the toilet.
visualizations, I'm like, what did it look like?
Hey, this is what we're talking about. I had these really severe symptoms, very scary. And when it was gone, it was like it was gone. And I can't wait for my colonoscopy because I feel like they're going to be like, hey, it looks great. And I feel like it probably didn't,
Yeah.
And I had finished
The dewormer.
the deworm probably 8 weeks before I was on a probiotic.
Mm-hmm.
So like immediately after this happened, and I've never had any huge like okay, I'm doing a parasite cleanse and I see parasites in my stool. I've never seen anything in my stool, but I can tell by my RA symptoms. And I say RA symptoms because I feel like that's just what they've labeled it. It's like the joint pain, the fatigue, all the things that go along with having an RA flare up would literally just go away.
Yeah. Yep.
But sure enough, like 6 to 8 weeks,
It all comes back.
and I would tell myself, we're not getting all of them out.
Well,
So I would do another cleanse.
and that's really good. The fact that you're listening to your body in that way, or, let's say your body has a way to identify things that aren't you. And those things we call them, right? And so they're in different categories. So bacterias, funguses, viruses, and then parasites, which are worms. So we get these things all the time, and we get hookworm and pinworm. That's what we're really susceptible to. And about every 6 months, we need to deworm ourselves, just like we do our pigs and our cows and our sheep and our dogs and cats, right? But there's another category. The most prevalent thing I see in people, and we have a bioresonance machine where we can look at people, and it's non-diagnostic. I got to say all those words.
Sure.
But basically, we see hookworm and pinworm indicated in probably 80 to 90% of people, which is a big percentage, right? We see this H. pylori that causes burning, gastric upset. And pylori is one of the things that if you have pylori, again, it is going to give you feedback when it's getting bad because you'll have that gastric upset and burning. It took me 2 years to build a product that would address pylori. We have it. So we've slowly kind of been getting better and better. But anyway, to tie this all back, because this will make a lot of sense, to tie this all back to autism. So what we've been talking about are known things that cause known symptoms, right? And so as you're saying, RA now is completely thought to be just kind of a result of some kind. Well, what is autism then? Because again, it's not like, God just decided today, I'm going to give you autism. Bam. It takes something to create, let's say, the immune system stuck, the bacterial biome stuck, everything that's stuck, and it's really hard to get them out of that stuck. For you guys, if we deworm you and give you some gut restore for pylori, your symptoms are going to go away. Like, we're on it, right? But for autistic people, there must be an underlying cause. And the only common thing, no joke, between all autistic people is lower circulating endocannabinoids. Let me tell you
You
what.
know what's incredible about that statement? Because we always say in dealing with children on the autism spectrum, if you've met one kid on the autism spectrum, you've met one kid on the autism spectrum.
Right.
Because there are no two that are the same. Their behaviors are different. Like Tad and Owen have completely different things. And so I feel like it's like the only statement that you can apply to people on the spectrum, even medically based. And I know not from a diagnostic perspective, but that you can say is the same for all.
And so it's the only thing, if you go out and research and say, well, it's, looks like white blood cell dysfunction. And I used to think that was kind of it, right? It's some kind of dysfunction of white blood cells. Well, no, it's not common, across all autistic people. Do the stuff that I posted about a hypersensitive immune system, that's most people, but not all. It's like if you get in certain lights or certain smells, things will boom, set everybody off, right?
Yeah.
And that's because of the sensitivity. But the common thing is these lower circulating endocannabinoids. Now, would that matter? Could that be it? Well, absolutely. That definitely could be it. And I'll tell you, in seizures, so seizures and diabetic or neuropathy, let's say, it doesn't always have to come from diabetes, but seizures and neuropathy are kind of the two sides of the same coin. And what happens in a seizure is your nerves will fire and they won't rest, right? So they'll never rest. Well, why aren't they resting? Because they don't have control. Where does control come from? The endocannabinoid system and CB1 receptors, okay? And so if you can get these nerve cells to just express more CB1 neuroreceptors,
Interesting.
start working, and they start working properly. And this is new stuff, right? We're just beginning to kind of look at this stuff. People like me are looking at it, and then I'll kick off grants and it'll get in science. And so it takes a while to kind of get somewhere. But, it all comes back to the endocannabinoid system and how you process dietary fats too. That is the core commonality in all autism. And so would that affect neuro? Absolutely, that would affect neuro.
Yeah.
If you can't signal your brain and you can't control your brain, then you're not really going to be able to, control, right? They also, it's an endocannabinoid mitochondrial disease. That's kind of where we're at right now in science. What does that mean? Are there strategies moms can use to get in the middle of this? Absolutely. This would not be my first go-to. This is why cannabis. So like, hey, I gave my, 13-year-old autistic kiddo some, cannabis gummies, and he all of a sudden did new things that were different and interesting. That's why that works. But I don't think that that's kind of the number one, treatment protocol for autistic kids, because there's ways that you can do that in other ways, right? So you can kind of kick up that function in other ways.
I love that. And I'm so excited for you to elaborate more on this with our moms at the conference. Also, we're trying to get door prizes for our Mighty Moms. I encourage you and Cindy to think about something that you could offer one of our Mighty Moms to possibly win, like a scan or something that they wouldn't typically.
Yeah,
We'd love for everybody in there to get a scan.
We can do that easy to, and the other thing we have product, that we built, let's say, for autistic situations. And our products are we've got two products that work really well. One is called Calm.
Think about Calm. I know that it's been almost a year since we've seen you guys, and we talked about what products are good. So what you just discussed about the endocannabinoid system and for it being the same for all kids on the spectrum, what products of yours, because we want to link those with this for people who want to order online or whatever.
Well, every product you have has endocannabinoids in it.
Well, no. So I hold a patent around being able to affect the endocannabinoid system with no marijuana or nothing from it, right? And so I can affect this system with turmeric and black pepper and a bunch of natural, very safe things. We do occasionally put some CBD and some, like CBD is really good for pain and it's not. So we do occasionally put some CBD type constituents in our products, but not all of them will affect the endocannabinoids, but most of them don't have cannabinoids in them. Our lead product, let's say for autism, and autism is a mitochondrial disease. What does that mean? It means that the mitochondria get messed up in autism, and they don't. You have 4 reactions that should take place in your mitochondria if you're really producing energy effectively. And they kind of fit and start at 2 of those reactions, which creates a lot of stress, oxidative stress, all kinds of stuff. So our first thing was, well, let's just go at mitochondria. And that's what we did with our Focus product. And the Focus product will help kids who won't focus, for kids who look all over the place and won't make eye contact. This product seems to help with that. And so they can take those 12 trains or whatever's going on with them down to 2 or 3, and they appear to then be able to find their attention and find their focus, if that makes sense.
And what products do you have that are liquid?
Yeah.
The Calm and the Focus are.
Do you have the Focus and liquid?
No, we don't. We have
tinctures.
a Focus tincture, yes, but it's a little different than the Focus. So the Focus tablets are for mitochondrial efficiency. The Focus tincture will help. Let's say it was kind of our first product at autism, and the main stuff in there is CBG, but it will help, let's say, but it won't help as much as the tablets. But then the Calm kind of has a different purpose. So it's more for the meltdowns. Okay. So if you got kiddos who melt down, and again, every autism parent has a horrible story about having to, hold somebody down or whatever. but it helps calm that down and it helps them be able to get control back of their emotions and everything. So it just calms everything down, and it works very, very well. We've got lots of autistic kiddos taking that product, so it's
And
also
I think
it's
Tad takes Restore.
yeah, the gut
Isn't that
restore.
our nighttime med?
Yep, and that's a really good product too. And again, all these products are just supporting the endocannabinoid system, and they're built really from food, so they're safe and safe for kids, and that's why we feel really comfortable, talking about kids and our products and all that is just they're super duper safe. I've got a new product that I'm getting ready to come out with. It's called Mito, but it is directly at mitochondria and it may
Wow.
really help autistic kiddos. And so I'll bring some of that down for you guys
Yeah.
to try.
Awesome.
But it's
So-
big. It's a big,
Oh, sorry.
or I was just going to say, it's a big focus for me. I know so much about it now. It's almost like my litmus test. Go back and be studying some other disease and say, well, I know autism kind of has some aspects of that. And
Yeah.
go back and look, and it's kind of my template, but it'll be solved. I really think autism will be solved, let's say in President Trump's administration. So, yeah.
That's great to hear.
It's all here.
I just want to
for-
cry about that. We have high hopes for that.
I could literally sit and listen to you
I
talk about
know.
this all day. And I think a lot of it is because it takes me a bit to grasp what you're saying. And so sometimes I feel like I just need to hear the same things over and over.
I listened to your podcast, and there's a couple of them where I've listened to them 3 times, just so I can really absorb.
Sorry about that.
You do explain it so well, and I just really like to listen back to make sure I didn't miss anything because I'm driving usually.
And sometimes it just takes, we're not researching it like Chip is all the time. And so sometimes it just takes hearing it multiple times for it to stick. And all of a sudden it clicks.
There isn't a university that's specializing in
No,
autism
right.
study. There's
Which
no.
is insane.
I know. Here's the thing, and here's the great hope, right? If you're listening to RFK Jr. talk, and then you're listening to his lieutenants talk, who would be Casey and Callie Means and Nicole Shanahan, they're all kind of saying the same stuff, right? That we have to get a handle on these childhood diseases. And autism is obesity, 33% of our kids now are classified as obese. That's insane. But, 1 in 20 have autism. And that's also, they are focused, hyper-focused on these childhood diseases. Nicole Shanahan just called for research into autism. She's looking for researchers who want to go look at, autism. I sent her a thing. I was like, yeah, let's go.
Totally. I love that.
So you have some new kind of activity that hasn't ever been there before. And it's almost like this was something that they didn't want to solve.
I agree with that.
Yeah. RFK Jr. has said this before, and it, as evil and horrible as this sounds, appears to be the world we were living in, but we changed it November 4th or whatever, thank goodness.
Yeah.
But what he said was, the biggest boon to the medical and pharmaceutical industry is a chronically ill child.
Yeah.
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 And then you get a depressed parent. You get a broken home because of the stress.
Yep. And so
Domino effect.
You get people on government support. You get people on more pharmaceuticals for depression, for all the things that come along with it. And they loved that.
Yeah.
yeah, enough, right? We're done with it. Our hands, we've said we're done with it.
Yeah.
Now we have somebody who's going to lead. And that's kind of what we just needed, a rally point, right? A leader. And we've got one now. Oh,
Yeah.
let's
I love that.
One tip, we're going to have to close the podcast, but we look forward to you coming to our conference.
Tell Cindy we said hi.
Well, anytime you guys want me back, yell. So I love it.
Okay.
Absolutely. Keep sending that new research. I'm intrigued.
Yes, for sure.
Will do.
Thank you so much for everything that you do because, like you said, there aren't a lot of people out there who are putting this kind of effort into autism research and not just putting a Band-Aid on the symptom. We started an ABA clinic. It's an LLC, a medical clinic. It generates revenue. I've said this from day one. I still believe in a cure for autism.
Mm-hmm.
And if we get to that place and we have to close our business,
It'd be 100% worth it.
totally worth it.
I think it's coming. I
Really?
really think it's coming.
I
And it
hope
won't
so.
it won't be a cure either. It will
No.
be a, you're gonna have to
Protocol.
it'll be a whole lifestyle diet. And there'll be
Mhm.
needs, let's say, for businesses to help people adhere to
Sure.
that, right? Kind of
Sure.
and all that. So it's
Mhm.
the
We will adapt.
yeah, 1 in 20 kids have
Right.
autism. So we're going to be,
Right.
kind of looking at this, dealing with this for a long, long time, for
Mhm.
80, 90 years, even after we find a cure.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys. Awesome.
And we will see you guys
Hey.
on Saturday, April 26th.
We'll be there.
Thank you, Chip.
Okay, we'll do. See you
Thanks.
guys. Thanks. Bye.
I gotta get to that meeting.
Okay, Mighty Moms, we're signing off.
Connect with us on our Mighty Moms socials, submit your topic ideas, and share it all.
Follow us at Mighty Moms Podcast on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
Also, visit our website at mightymomspodcast.com. And remember, together we are a worldwide cult of Mighty Moms.
Listen, my carpets used to be a struggle to keep clean. Between 2 boys and 2 fur babies, I was always cleaning up spills and stains. Then I found Ray at ChemDry. And basically, I've had him on speed dial ever since. So when you need your carpets, furniture, or even hardwood floors cleaned, call or even text ChemDry. Ray will get you all cleaned up. Founded, owned, and operated by nurses, Angels of Care Pediatric Home Health's clients are at the heart of everything they do. Proudly serving the medically fragile community since 2000, Angels of Care offers private duty nursing services, speech, physical, and occupational therapies, and respite care across the nation. We are also happy to announce we have started offering services in Colorado. Please visit angelsofcare.com or call 855-45-ANGEL for more information. Get your halos on.
If you've been in an automobile accident or have vehicle damage, S&L Collision Center is the body shop to call for all your auto body repair needs. Larry Hallmark and family have been in business for many years. They are honest and do exceptional work. I have had all of my vehicles repaired by them and have always been satisfied with their work. So if you're in the need for auto body repair, call S&L Collision Center at 580-924-5958. Blackburn Plumbing and Air provides high-quality plumbing, heating, and air conditioning services in Durant, Oklahoma, and throughout the Texoma region. With a proven track record for getting exceptional results, they are ready to take on even the most challenging plumbing and HVAC issues.
Contact them at 580-775-1779 to schedule your appointment today.
Has your Texoma area kiddo recently been diagnosed with autism? You received an order for ABA therapy but have no idea what ABA therapy is or where to enroll your child to receive ABA therapy? Well, look no further than the Owen Academy. TOA was opened in early 2024 and is owned by a local autism mom who has previous business experience in opening varying categories of clinics in Texas and Oklahoma. But most importantly, she has real-world experience navigating life as an autism mom. The Owen Academy has gone above and beyond to create a beautiful and imaginative environment in their now 2 clinic locations in Durant, Oklahoma, to ensure that their therapy techniques are always child-led and play-based. The Owen Academy is proudly serving many families in Bryan, Atoka, Grayson, and Marshall counties with a goal to always expand when and where there is a need. In addition to their warm and inviting therapy clinics, the Owen Academy has gone the extra mile to ensure the qualifications, compassion, heart, and stamina of their board-certified behavioral analysts and registered behavior technicians. At TOA, we are a family. We would love for you to join us and help us continue to create awareness and compassion for individuals with autism in our community. If you're looking for a career in autism therapy or looking to enroll your child in our therapy services, email us today at info@theowenacademy.com or call 580-706-OWEN. That's 580-706-6936. The Owen Academy, where possibilities are limitless. If you're into building your own pizza, salad, or dessert with the most incredible toppings, look no further than the Corner Crust, a uniquely curated pizza cafe on the corner of 3rd and Main in historic downtown Durant, Oklahoma. And if you're not in the mood to build your own pizza, they have all your traditional pizzas on the menu, plus some fun and flavorful options like pickle pizza and Mexican cowboy. Yeehaw! Follow the Corner Crust on Facebook for special events like live music by local featured artists, teen night, motorcycle night, or karaoke night. If we can say one thing about the Corner Crust, it's that they have options, and options make the world go around. Visit the Corner Crust Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., or book your special event by calling
580-380-4290.